Hi, so Ben from NRGFPV here. I've just got off work. So recently I was talking to a fella called Henry on Facebook, who's from Uganda, of all places. And I started talking to him because I saw him on the flight test forums, trying to build their simple soarer. And he was looking just for help, really, and I delved into it a bit and have been talking to him and trying to help him. And he was also asking for parts. So obviously over there's not a huge amount of parts to be purchased, and with very little money. So I've thought to myself, well, I'm not the richest of people by any means. I have enough to get by for myself and to propagate my own hobbies, and flying is a major one for me, and I'd like him to enjoy that too. And then I thought, what can I do to help this fella? So for beginnings, I thought, well, I have an old radio. I could put that into donate to him, and he could have that, an old 4-channel radio that I started off with. And then I started thinking even more. Sorry, cat got in the way. After that, I began thinking, well, shipping's going to be a bit as well over to Uganda from Australia. I'm in Adelaide, South Australia, for those who don't know me. So I started a GoFundMe page for Henry, and with a target of only $200 approximately, my plan was to help him get some tools and some parts so he could actually start building an actual remote controlled plane. He's doing very well on his own, just building a free flight glider out of cardboard and super glue of all things. And he's had his first few glides, which is incredible. I couldn't fathom trying to build a complete simple soarer out of just cardboard and super glue. He's done it pretty damn well, not even tape. So with that money, it has already gone over $200, and thank you to everyone who's donated. Well done. If it continues, then we can get him heaps more stuff, but basically this is the beginning point for him. I have collected and started getting bits for him, and there's a bit more to come in this lot, but this will be his first package to begin with. So for all those that have donated, thank you once again, and this is what the first package I'm sending to him is, and there's some thought and reasoning behind this as to what I am sending him because of his limited supplies of battery power. There's no lipos, well, very minimal lipos anyway, and very hard to get and very expensive. And then he'd need a charger and all those sorts of things. I can't send him glues and stuff like that because they're noxious they're noxious chemicals, and they won't be accepted. So yeah, this is my beginnings of what I've started to get him with the $200 that has been raised. So I'll start with my old radio. Literally, that is what I started flying with when I was younger, and it still works very well. I've tested it, and it'll run off 4 AA batteries, which they can get AA's, so that's great. And because he's building a simple soarer, he won't need a massive amount of power, and without lipos he wouldn't be able to push a massive motor with huge amounts of power. So I've got an 860 kV outrunner here and some large 10-inch props, so it'll fly very efficiently, and hopefully he can find a way to use AA's to power this. I'll definitely be trying to help him find a way through that. A bunch of servos. I had heaps of servos laying around, so there's some 9-gram servos and some micro servos as well, because I'm sending him privately a small free fly kit, balsa and tissue one that I think he could convert to RC. got him a basic toolkit, so side cutters, pliers, etc., and small screwdrivers. A larger screwdriver set, larger pliers, a soldering iron and solder, and there's a decent amount there. That should last him quite a few years. I know a roll like that would last me 3 years easily. And because Uganda being Uganda, they got crazy odd PowerPoints, so a PowerPoint converter. Next on the list to go in this parcel, which I haven't got yet, will be some wire to make push rods out of, some servo horns, and a small fine cut saw. So hopefully that should get him well on his way. To recap, and once again, thank you to everyone that has donated. That's far and above what I could have personally done, and I really hope the donations continue so we can continue sending him packages to help him, because this isn't just a fun thing for him either. This is a passion. He's always wanted to fly, and his local government will see this as him trying to further his own personal education, as he has explained to me, and will help fund him if they see progress from him himself. So hopefully this gives him that with suppliers to really get him going, and we can only cross our fingers, if I could cross my fingers, and wish him luck. So with all this, I talk to Henry every day now, and there's only a 4.5 hour time bracket between Uganda and Australia, so I'll be making very regular updates on this. This is the first of a few videos I hope to do on this, and if it progresses and continues going, I'll be making many more videos about it and his progress of flight, and hopefully even into higher education because of this. You can only once again cross our fingers. So those of you that are subscribed to NRGFPV, thank you, and for those of you that aren't, click and subscribe, and hopefully you'll see the updates of what's coming. Also, the last bit just before I go, I did forget, I will be leaving a link to the GoFundMe page down below in the description, like you know how they do that pointy thing in all the other videos on YouTube. God knows how to do those links on the screen, so I'll put it down in the description at the bottom. Please donate to his cause, because it's an actual worthy one. Cheers!